Okay, we're going to use Excel to solve equations. Equations that are used in our field. And we're going to come out with a looking sheet that looks something like this. It's an activity that you're going to have to do. We're going to solve one for voltage, one for current, and we're going to take a look at how we do that. So let's go over to the Excel sheet, and I'm simply going to say I'm going to put down the first part that we remember voltage is equal to current times resistance. So that's just going to be text. Voltage is equal to current, shift 8 is the asterisk, times resistance. Now I'm going to make a field called V. Then I'm going to make another field called I and another field called R. I'm going to take these fields, just select this whole column and just choose center. I think it'll just look better. And then over here I'm going to have a place where we can put in numbers. Now when we look at formatting, you know, we have different choices of formulas, data view. I thought there was a nice quick shortcut, but apparently it's not right here. So we're just going to leave those. Yeah, we're just going to ignore my idea of formatting. But what the formatting we're going to do is just say click these two, and that means these yellow ones. So how I did that was I clicked on V, clicked and dragged over one, went up to this bucket called fill color. I could have picked other colors, but we're just sticking with the default yellow. And that means we're going to put in our value. We're going to see the calculation there. So in that cell, so here I'm going to say, well, we got 2 amps and we've got 12 volts. And I'm going to, or 12 ohms. So I'll just type ohms there, up arrow to here, go amps, up arrow, volts. And now I'm going to make an equation. This is equal, voltage is equal to current, which is in B3, shift 8 is the times character, times B4. Puts it in for me, shows me the cells, and boom. The real neat thing is if I was to say, well, what would happen if I had a 6 ohm load? What would change? Or if I went back to 12. So that just is what I made. Now the next one I have to solve is for current times is equal to voltage divided by resistance. So I'll go here, paste that in, and then I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to put current on the top, voltage and resistance. I'm going to borrow these and call that amps, volts, ohms. Remember, I'm going to take the top, this time I'm going to do the top 3 and make those yellow, because that one I don't want to change. I'm going to show I can do this in a different order. If I hit equals, I can do my equation now. It's volts B8 divide, that's the slash mark, over it's the one with the question mark, no shift key. And the R is going to be right here, B9. It says, well, since these values are empty, I don't really understand. But I'm going to say, well, let's put in 24 volts and let's put 12 ohms. Now I used the numbers from up here so I could know the right answer. But I could say, well, how about 120 volts with 13 ohms? What does that equal for amps? And there it goes and just does it. Now I want to continue this process for all of these 1, 2, 3, 4 more equations. And that's how I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to save my file, which I've already saved. And neat thing is, if you've saved it, you'll see this underneath the name before you even get to save as. So I know when I save it where it's going. Don't know where you put it? do a save as, and you'll see the exact folder you'll remember come up and show you where that is. I always just keep saving. Save often, never know when computers are going to lock up. Once you're all done, you're going to simply go back to your course. You're going to go to the Dropbox. You're going to go choose where that file is. Now remember, I had mine somewhere in a folder here, and I've got to go find that folder. So I got to go here. It was something about Industrial PCs 2, and then solve equations. That's why good titles. And proof, it just, I want to do that. Then I go here, and it goes in there. See, it's got it, and I would just hit submit. You can leave me a note, but I'm just going to be looking for it there and hit submit. I'm not going to submit because I'm my own student, so it doesn't make sense. Okay, so that's the review of Excel. You're just going to do the other equations below, highlight in yellow where these are the fields not to enter. We could be nice and just put a little note. Do not enter yellow fields. Why make them guess? We mean yellow. We'll just do that. You see, that didn't cover it all. I'll just do that. And I'll save once again. Okay.